Hey, moral gamers, come on down, stop on by to another Arabian... Wait a minute, I'm sorry, this is Prince of Persia, this isn't Aladdin. We will do a review on Aladdin some point, but hey, Prince of Persia, this is Sands of Time, the original one. This was originally on PlayStation 2, it's now on PlayStation 3 as part of the collection. How does this stack up? Let's find out. Now, Prince of Persia is actually a really good series. It goes through kind of this evolution where you start off with Sands of Time, which focuses a lot on the platforming, jumping from place to place, and of course using the time dagger to rewind as you make mistakes, fall down cliffs and whatever, and you don't want to quite die. And no, that's not how it happened, as he's so faithful to remind you. But hey, the platforming here is cool. I mean, it's actually pretty innovative, and if you don't recognize it, didn't Altair move like that? It's probably the same engine as Assassin's Creed, but that's another story. So Prince of Persia does a great job of setting you up in this Arabian night, basically, where there's the Sands of Time, and the Sands of Time basically allow whoever has the dagger to control time. If you haven't seen the movie's actually pretty good. Check that one out. It'll give you not exactly the story of the game, but enough to kind of get you along the way so you can get an idea. Disney did a good job with that. So once you have the Sands of Time, all hell breaks loose. By all hell, what I really mean is demons, sand creatures, and stuff like that, jinns start coming up, and they're attacking you because you now have the ultimate power. You can turn back the clock. It's something that no human should be able to do, which is why the dagger was forbidden to be used. Okay, story aside, it's the platforming that really makes it. And they come up with some very interesting challenges. I mean, you basically have to do the same stuff as you would do in a ninja game. You run along walls, you have to time your jumps, you latch on to stuff, climb up this, shoot down that, and you have to make sure that you're doing it just right. Otherwise, of course, you die and whatnot, and it becomes more like a runner, a parkour runner in some ways. But this was an early game before parkour was really popular in titles. And for an early parkour title, it plays very well. I mean, it's very simple controls. I don't like the fact, though, that the prince actually will latch on to any surface he can touch, which makes it sometimes when you're running next to a wall, all of a sudden, up on the wall, and it's like, wait a minute, I'm trying to jump across the chasm here, not run up on a wall. So you do have to be careful sometimes, but for the most part, like I said, it's forgiving. The combat here is, well, it's combat. You can pretty much flip yourself over an enemy and then attack them from the rear and knock them out. Once they're down on the ground, you stab them with the knife, absorb the sand to the knife, and you get another chance at rewinding. Yep, it's pretty much that simple. There are some cases, though, where you have to do some timed dodges for attacks, and you have to make sure that you are strategically blocking and then counterattacking. And so those are far and few in between, but once you get down combat, I mean, combat really, it's not a large portion of this game. It becomes more so in Warrior Within, some of the later Prince of Persia games. So the question is if this is the right one for you. And this actually, we're playing it as part of the Trilogy Pack. And as part of the Trilogy Pack, sweet. It's a good start. Trophies in it for you. Great way to play it. This one, again, was on PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. It's on Xbox Original. It's even on GameCube. So it's been on a number of systems, even PC, by the way. With that much popularity, I do recommend this game from a gamer standpoint. I mean, it's fun to play. Morally speaking, you do have to deal with the fact that you're doing some martial arts combat, blah, blah, blah. I mean, everyone knows that's going to be standard anytime there's fighting. There might be something. But then there's a demonology aspect behind it, because not only are you dealing with rewinding time and stuff, but the jinns and the demons and everything that come up to stop you from having the dagger. That's actually something parents might find objectionable. And then, of course, there's some of the Arabian dress, the princess that you're supposed to save. Some people might find it, although pixelated and old, a little bit too much for their kids. So things to consider before allowing your kids to play this game. But overall, though, I think this is a fairly family-friendly game, and this is one that I recommend I would play in front of my kids. It's one player, so there's not much room for multiplayer scenarios. Don't forget, we have themoralgamer.com. Don't forget to check it out. We have reviews, we have playthroughs, we have commentaries, and even some outtakes from some of our reviews. Check it out, themoralgamer.com, and the links below.